When you hear the word Mexican, what do you think of? What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So when I started this video, I asked you a question. When you think of the word Mexican, what do you think of? I know a lot of people would say hardworking people. I know some people would say they got a lot of heart. I know some people would say they love to party. Some people would say they have the best food. Some people would say they have the finest women. There are also people that would say negative things. But for the most part, Mexicans are known for being very loyal, very hardworking people. Until you ask a Mexican about another Mexican. I'm going to put something on the screen that I received yesterday from a friend of mine. A very good friend of mine who isn't Mexican. Good evening, fellas. I just realized that I haven't seen so much hate between a race than I have with raza. Blacks, whites, Asians, and Arabs have some tensions, but not like what I see with raza. Instead of building each other up, they are tearing each other down over stupid shit. The flex is what's wrong. The wrong things are celebrated. Something's got to give. Just my thoughts. Again, that's from a friend of mine that isn't even Mexican. But he's interacted with Mexicans his whole life. He's interacted with a lot of people from a lot of different cultures. I've actually spoken on this to a smaller extent in the past. But, when I gave the description, in the beginning of the video of things that maybe people would say about Mexicans, like I said, for the most part, that would be people that aren't Mexican. Because one of the ugly truths about me being Mexican in America is this. When a Mexican sees another Mexican becoming successful, it's going to be another Mexican to tear him down. And things like this will be said. That dude don't even speak Spanish. He ain't Mexican. Guess what else they'll say? Man, that fool can barely speak English. He sounds like a paisa. Complete opposites, right? You can't win for losing. Then you'll hear, oh man, that fool's from down south. You'll also hear, man, that fool's from up north. Then you'll even hear, oh man, that dude's from that city. Oh, that fool, where's he from? He's from that city? How relevant are any of those things to elevating our people? Then you have paisas that don't accept us for the most part. They look at the Chicanos as Americans. I don't like the word Chicano, but I used it because I felt like I needed to use it in that sense. You have a lot of Chicanos that look at the paisas as if they're less than. How can both of those be right? To me, they're both wrong. We're the same people. I have never, ever met a white man, a black man, an Asian, or anyone else that wasn't raza who questioned my being Mexican. No. Mexicans reserve that right for themselves. I have never seen in all my life another group, another ethnicity question each other's ethnicity so regularly. We have been in this country since the foundation, since the founding of this country. We have yet to dominate in any area when it comes to movies, when it comes to television, when it comes to music. And there's people that are gonna say, "You're crazy, man. Look at certain Mexican bands." How many of the raza here in the United States are really bumping that though? Yeah, when we're drunk. Hey, homie, throw that corrido on. And when you're sober, it's not what you're listening to. And while those bands, those bandas, they may be famous worldwide, again, Mexicans have been in the United States since it was founded. And we look at somebody like George Lopez. George Lopez used to be, and look at me, he used to be my favorite comedian. Until I heard all the different comedians that were Mexican talk about how he wouldn't allow them to perform. Is that true? I don't know. But where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's been a lot of Mexican comedians that had the same or very similar story. We see in the rap game, I'm shocked. I see all these southern rappers beefing with each other. I hardly ever see that up north. But then it doesn't matter, right? Because you have the southern rappers being disrespectful to the northerners, and then the northerners in kind being disrespectful right back. I wanted to make this video, man, because I just wanted to point these things out. Do I think that this video will make a change? Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you why. A little over 500 years ago, a group of Spaniards came. Approximately 1,500 of them. And they convinced hundreds of thousands. Let me reiterate, because a lot of people don't know this, and I'm not going to get all in depth on the history. But about 1,500 Spaniards convinced hundreds of thousands of indigenous, our ancestors, to fight alongside them to overthrow the Triple Alliance, which the Mexica were the dominant force. And those hundreds of thousands, they did that. They fought alongside. Actually, they fought the majority of the battles, and the Spaniards were more like special operations, special forces. When they saw that, the Mexica or the Triple Alliance was gaining the upper hand, they would go in with their cannons. They would go in with their horses and their swords. Then they would back out. And when the dust settled and the Triple Alliance was crushed, the Spaniards then got everyone else to turn on each other. That was the only way they could stay in power. And so for 500 years, we have had, because it came from the indigenous blood and they mixed with the Spanish. And that's why in Mexico, every state in Mexico believes they are more Mexican or stronger, more proud than the next state. Is it any wonder why over here in California, every barrio, every city, every county, and even half of the state think they're better than the other half? It's been bred into us. It was a source of control. And it still is. Being Mexican in America, so many people that aren't Mexican don't get the politics of being Mexican. And I'm not talking prison politics. I'm talking about the way we judge each other. It's a damn shame, man. And I don't think it's ever going to change. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.